Hello, everyone again. Thanks for joining us for another demo at today's Insights Tech Showcase on online communities. Before I hand it on over to our speakers, I just want to point out that Q&A box. If you have any questions, pop them there and we'll get to them at the end. But now I will hand it on over to Scott and Todd.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining our session, and a big thank you to Green Book for hosting us today. My name is Todd Hoskins, and I co-founded MyTake in 2010 along with Rich Armstrong. Prior to starting MyTake, I worked for several large corporations leading product, brand, and marketing. Those client-side experiences influenced a lot of what we have built at MyTake and what you will be seeing throughout our presentation today. Scott?
Thanks, Todd. I'm Scott Schulman, Senior Director of Customer Success. I've worked in insights and marketing for over 15 years, both on the brand side and now here at MyTake.
So MyTake, quietly leading. For those who aren't yet familiar with MyTake, our story is one of robust and sustained growth. Much of our success stems from an unwavering focus on the customer, leading to client renewals, expansion, and referrals. Our company wasn't built with the loud hype of venture backing, but more the steady hum of earned customer trust over time. What makes MyTake unique is the combination of three powerful factors. First, 15 years of experience and expertise in insight communities. And second, an industry-leading platform that future-proofs your tech capabilities with continual innovation. And third, remarkable service and insight delivery through our talented team of community specialists. The result, a 95% client retention rate. Our solution is collectively referred to as Insight Community Plus, which is an all-in-one research operating system which is proprietary and integrated. Insight Community Plus includes pervasive and collaborative AI, which automates workflows and integrates customer-informed context for system-wide intelligence. The result is not just efficiency, but higher quality of insights. We already incorporate extensive AI in the platform today and have a very aggressive roadmap for the next 12 months. Next, multi-methodology capability. This includes qual, quant, CX, and UX, all device optimized and multilingual capable. We also have Conversations, a mobile-first chat-based survey option. Next up, we have a research and intelligence hub, which allows clients to execute external or ad hoc projects in addition to the community work, all with the same tool set, all housed in the same platform. And finally, a flexible service layer, which provides the right insight delivery services for your specific needs at any given time, whether that is DIY, hybrid, or full service analysis and reporting. Scott, I'll turn it over to you to talk a little bit about the researcher perspective and the changes and challenges they face on a daily basis.
All right. Thanks, Todd. So let's talk about Rachel and Robert, our stand-in researchers. Just look at their faces. They're living the reality that many of us probably know all too well. Juggling multiple projects from several stakeholders simultaneously, all of whom are convinced that their project is the absolute highest priority, and who always seem to want answers yesterday and often on limited budget. As researchers, Rachel's and Robert's time and attention is divided across too many providers and tools. They're doing quant over there, qual over here, UX over there. They're sitting on hours of rich video and qual data that takes forever to review. They're exporting data from one platform to another to run quant analyses. And they're spending valuable time and energy shifting through endless open-ended responses that still need coding. Trying to do so all while working within rigid platforms that don't flex to all their real-world needs. Does this look familiar? This is what any researcher's browsers might look like on any given Tuesday. We've all probably been there 3 or more hours into reviewing videos, and you realize I'm only 15% done. And to top it all off, the market today is flooded with AI companies, tools, and promises. So it makes it hard for researchers to know what's actually useful. So this is where Insight Community Plus starts doing the heavy lifting. So instead of bouncing between tools, you can do it all. Qual, quant, UX, CX, mobile, and reporting all streamlined. For researchers like Rachel and Robert, this means a few things. Number one, working in a single platform instead of having to piece together insights from several different sources. Number two, saving time, cutting frustration, and helping keep projects on track and on timeline. Number three, spending less mental energy on tedious work and more energy on strategy and storytelling. And four, having service that flexes when priorities shift or stakeholders pile on with new requests. So let us do all the heavy lifting with full service, or take advantage of our hybrid service where we can handle all the executional aspects of the research process, letting you focus your time on higher value activities. So let's look at how some of our latest product launches help bring that to life. So one of Rachel's and Robert's biggest challenges is turning study findings into something actionable for stakeholders and being able to do it on demand when the questions come flying in, oftentimes the night before or even the morning of. So with our Smart Deck reporting and analysis, Rachel and Robert can generate on-brand polished decks within minutes. Charts are automatically generated and data is updated in real time as responses flow in. Within Smart Deck, AI helps with a few things. First, automated executive summaries, automated headlines and insights, which can be run in batches across all of the slides in your report simultaneously in just a few minutes, and executive-ready slides with editable PowerPoint exports that are pre-customized with your company's branding. On the quant side, they're not stuck waiting for another provider to run the numbers. So right in our platform, they can tackle max diff, turf, banner tables, crosstabs, all the advanced analyses their stakeholders expect without having to jump between platforms. And with MyTake's upcoming Research Hub, Rachel and Robert will be able to connect community insights with their internal knowledge for deeper, more strategic context. An integrated pervasive AI will act as their collaborative assistant, querying data, surfacing next steps, and layering in context across projects. The result is that they can flex with stakeholder demands, pivot quickly when their priorities shift, and still deliver compelling stories that help move decisions forward. Another huge pain point is video. Stakeholders and executives rightfully love the richness of video feedback, but when you've got hundreds of video submissions to review on deadline, it can feel overwhelming and maybe even impossible. And so this is where some of our newest tools kick in. So with our AI video theming, Rachel and Robert can automatically identify themes, sentiment, and even nonverbal cues. They can use precision percentages and counts or frequency labels for each theme and have full visibility into how the AI coded their responses against each theme. So after the AI video theming analysis runs, they can then generate a compelling automated highlight reel in just minutes to help create an impactful video summary that they can just drop straight into their presentation. And if that automated highlight reel isn't 100% where they want it to be, that's no problem either. They can take that automated highlight reel, simply save it over into our embedded reel editor, and in there they can polish, cut, and customize the reel to ensure it's 100% final and suitable for their stakeholders. So instead of spending hours slogging through video footage and editing videos in separate video editing softwares, Rachel and Robert can deliver powerful, engaging video assets in a fraction of the time. And finally, open text data, when collected at large scale, can feel just as overwhelming as video at times. Our AI text theming, like what we just saw for video, is available to help analyze open text responses in just a few minutes. So just like for video, key themes are generated with the option to use precision percentages or counts or frequency labels. And again, if Rachel and Robert want to tweak a portion of that AI generated analysis, that's no problem. They can use the AI to generate that initial draft and then edit it from there until it's final. For teams looking for a little extra customization, our new AI coding agent is another option. Rachel and Robert can define their coding approach up front, set the methodology they want to use based on the provided options, and even add in special instructions like brand-specific language or industry terms so that the AI generates buckets that are aligned with their goals. So it's just another way that they stay in control and can refine the output as needed. All right, Todd, I'm going to throw it back to you to talk a little bit more about how our service team enters the equation as part of the formula.
Great. Thank you, Scott. So while AI continues to capture a lot of the attention in the marketplace, I think we all know that the service component is critical to the success of an insight community. In fact, when we encounter a prospective client looking to change their community provider, it is almost always because of a deficiency in service. We are pleased to report across all our segments of business, MyTake has a 95% plus client retention rate. Our client relationships tend to be long-term, often evolving to meet the changing demands and opportunities within the client organization. On the right side, you see some examples of industries in which we have a long-standing client relationship. And these are just a few examples. Relationships of 10 years clearly speak to the quality of our partnerships. So how do we do it? How do we have remarkable research support? So first, we invest in the team. That includes creating a positive work environment, career development, and continual education, programs such as our UGA certifications. The result is we retain team members and provide you with continuity of service. Second, we bring velocity and expertise, including a can-do mindset and deep research experience in both qual, quant, and more. And then third, flexibility. MyTake offers multiple service options, DIY, hybrid, and full service. We assign dedicated resources regardless of service type, and we flex well for changes in work volume and requirements. So we'll summarize now by saying we believe in putting the customer first. We've been partnering successfully with Rachel's and Robert's for 15 years now. And we believe we have the most comprehensive and capable platform in the industry with Insight Community Plus. And we have a strong belief in and track record in delivering great client service and insights. If this sounds interesting, we would love to have a follow-up conversation with you and learn more about your organization. I know Scott and I both appreciate your attention and hope the presentation was helpful. And I guess now maybe we'll open it up for questions.
Wonderful. Thank you both so much. We definitely have some time for questions. So just as a reminder to our audience, if you have any questions, you can pop them in that Q&A box and we'll get to them. But to kind of kick off this portion, with so much emphasis on AI in research today, how do you balance automation with researcher control and quality?
Yeah, I would say, first of all, that we've been in the AI game for quite some time, even before generative AI became popular. And so we've developed a lot of domain experience. And one of the things we learned very early was that we wanted to have what we would term as collaborative AI that puts the researcher first. So, to just go through a few examples with our text analytics, it's not a black box. You can see all of the verbatim associated with that. You can even change those if you wish. We have 6 different kinds of coding that can be used for text analytics, putting the control with the researcher. You can refine, edit the results, and you can even make your own prompts too on certain kinds of analysis. And the last thing I would say is that, probably the next big step in this is adding more contextual awareness to the AI, and that's something that we're working on. So now in some of our insights and analysis, the AI is tied into the objectives of the study. So you're not just getting analysis of the particular data, but you also have a sense for what the researcher is looking for overall.
Wonderful. Thank you. Can you tell us a bit more about the platform's mobile capabilities?
Sure, I could take this one, Todd. So, so a few things. Like first off, our platform is fully mobile responsive. So all of our, 13 activity types all work and are available on mobile devices and tablets. But beyond that, we do have certain activity types that are optimized for mobile. So I'll list those off quickly here. So first, our conversations activity type is a mobile first chat based survey that mimics a more texting like experience. So obviously that is optimized for mobile use. And beyond that, we do have 2 additional proprietary apps that serve distinct purposes for certain research projects. So one is our experiences UX testing. So we have apps both for desktop, laptop, as well as for mobile devices. So in terms of mobile, for doing UX testing with apps, evaluating your own app, competitors' apps that'll record their phone screen with narration over. So we have the mobile UX testing via experiences. And then last, we also have an app we call Mobile Missions, which as the name seems to imply is best for on-the-go research such as shop-alongs.
Great, thank you. I think we have time for another question here. For organizations running global or multilingual studies, how do you maintain consistency, quality, and speed across regions?
Yeah, I can take that one as well. So, our platform does support over 15 languages, and we do have full translation capabilities in the back end of our platform. So that comes with a few options. You could take advantage of our automated translations for these languages and use those. But we do also provide the option for our users of our platform to input their own translations if they want more customization ability. So, you are able to host communities across multiple regions and languages, have the members within the same community participate in the same activities and see that content within their native language.
That is super awesome. I love how accessible it is. That's great. Before we wrap up, I just want to, Scott, Todd, give you a big thank you for being here. And to our attendees, just as a reminder, if you do want to watch back this session, it will be available on demand. You can use the link that you used to join today to watch it, or it'll be available on the Insights Tech Showcase website as well. And of course, if you have any other questions, please make sure that you reach out to Scott, Todd, or anyone at the MyTake team. I know that they'd be more than happy to chat with you. But with that, thank you, everyone, and we'll see you over in the next session.
Thank you,
everyone.